Palm Royale Season 2 Episode 3 arrives with the kind of chaos, humor, and unbelievable secrets that make this series so addictive, and fans will instantly feel that this is one of the wildest episodes of the entire show. The episode releases today, November 26, 2025, exclusively on Apple TV, and viewers are already praising how Kristen Wiig completely owns her character with the perfect mix of clueless charm and determined ambition. Every minute of this episode feels like a roller coaster, and the way Maxine stumbles into one truth after another makes the whole ride even funnier and more dramatic. Many fans online are calling episode 3 one of the most outrageous hours of Palm Royale yet, and it is easy to understand why after watching it. One IMDb user even said they love Kristen Wiig and enjoy Tate Taylor's direction, something that truly shows in this episode because the balance of comedy and tension is spot on. The entire episode revolves around secrets being uncovered, identities falling apart, and Maxine getting dangerously close to the truth. But like always, the moment Maxine gets too close, something unexpected happens, and her victory turns into a new disaster. Episode 3 focuses heavily on Norma's past, and the way the writers reveal her real identity makes everything we thought we knew about her completely different. The episode also gives more details about Agnes and her involvement in this huge secret. By the end, viewers experience humor, shock, and a twist that leaves Maxine in big danger. Just when she discovers the truth, she ends up falling through a trapdoor, which completely changes her situation in the world of Palm Royale. The episode begins by warning viewers that major spoilers lie ahead, and that warning is very real because episode 3 completely transforms everything about Norma's story. A long flashback takes us back to Switzerland many years ago to a time when Norma was not actually Norma. Instead, the episode shows a younger Agnes and Norma both living in a convent preparing to become nuns. The tone of the flashback feels simple at first, but it quickly turns shocking. The real Norma was a sad and lonely girl dealing with the sudden death of her father. She was preparing to return home after this tragedy, and everyone expected her to take control of her family's future. But then something even more tragic happens. She accidentally falls down a flight of stairs and dies on the spot. The moment is quick and shocking, but it becomes the foundation of everything viewers have been trying to understand since the start of the series. The episode reveals that with the real Norma now dead and her wealthy family gone, the convent faces a problem. They do not know what will happen to her family's fortune. With both her parents gone, the estate is vulnerable, and the head nun decides to make a shocking decision that changes everything. Instead of sending the real Norma's body home, she sends quiet, poor Agnes away to take Norma's place. At first, the Agnes does not understand what is happening. She never intended to steal anyone's identity. She was simply timid, overwhelmed, and desperate for a better life. She did not come from money. She had no family name. She had no power in the world. But when the head nun offers her this unbelievable opportunity, she accepts it, and from that moment on, she begins living as Norma Delacourt. The show takes its time revealing this transformation, and viewers will feel the weight of what Agnes did. She stepped into a life of wealth, privilege, and influence that was never hers. This moment becomes the key to everything viewers have been questioning about Norma's strange personality and mysterious behavior throughout the series. One of the biggest questions fans had was whether Norma killed Robert, especially after the suspicious scenes in the previous episode when it looked like she might be poisoning him. Episode 3 finally gives a clear answer. Norma did not kill Robert at all. In fact, she was giving him the correct medication. She simply wanted him to listen to her and understand why it is so important for him to keep her secret. Robert is the only person who knows her real medical history, the only one who knows she's actually Agnes pretending to be Norma. This puts Robert in a dangerous position because if he exposes her, she will be ruined. So Norma reminds him that protecting her is the only thing keeping him alive as well. This moment shows that Norma's relationship with Robert is much more complicated than fans thought earlier. She does not hate him, but she also understands how dangerous her secret is, and she is ready to protect it at any cost. While all this drama unfolds, Maxine continues her journey of discovering more hidden truths. She even finds a secret picture of Stella hidden inside a private space connected to high society groups. This discovery only adds more confusion, especially because Stella's photos and objects seem to show up in the strangest places throughout the season. Meanwhile, Sidonia steps in and pushes Maxine to sign divorce papers, making it clear that he is ready to push her out of town. Behind all of this, Norma is planning a huge celebration without Evelyn, which makes everyone suspicious because Norma seems to be creating new alliances while removing old ones. As the episode continues building tension, Maxine uncovers something truly shocking. She is told about a series of murders and how the killer always steals personal items from their victims. These stolen objects are rumored to be hidden somewhere, and Maxine believes Norma might have them. This leads to one of the biggest discoveries of the episode, a secret trophy room filled with suspicious items. Maxine searches the trophy room and finds Axel's cufflinks, which support Dinah's theory that Norma killed her husband. The discovery is overwhelming, and Maxine cannot understand how one woman could do all of this alone. As she begins to suspect that Sidonius is secretly helping Norma commit these crimes, the more items Maxine finds, the more she realizes that the situation is far more dangerous than she ever imagined. There is also a hilarious moment where Maxine accidentally swallows Douglas's mother's engagement ring, which becomes a running joke throughout the episode. She joins Evelyn in a frantic race to the bank, trying to save Evelyn's assets before the federal agents take everything. This wild sequence adds humor to the episode, balancing the darker moments and making the whole plot feel even more unpredictable. Everything builds toward the ending, where Maxine finally gathers enough courage to confront Norma with the evidence she has found. She believes she has finally caught her, and she expects Norma to confess or at least panic, but Norma is always several steps ahead. Instead of reacting with fear, Norma stages her own disappearance right in front of Maxine. This confusing moment happens quickly, and before Maxine can understand what is going on, she falls straight through a trapdoor hidden inside the tunnels beneath their home. The fall is sudden and frightening, and Maxine realizes she is trapped underground. The worst part is that Norma's staged disappearance makes it look like Maxine is responsible for whatever happened to her. Instead of exposing Norma, Maxine ends up in a situation where she might be arrested for something she did not do. The ending of episode 3 is one of the most dramatic moments of the entire season so far. It leaves Maxine stranded, confused, and in serious danger. It also shows that Norma, Agnes pretending to be Norma, is much more powerful and strategic than anyone thought. The episode ends on a cliffhanger that guarantees viewers will return for episode 4, wondering whether Maxine will escape, whether Norma will stay hidden, and what secrets remain buried deep inside Palm Royale's glamorous but dangerous world. Episode 3 is funny, emotional, and shocking all at once, making it one of the best episodes of season 2.